Hey everyone, and welcome back to Rev Lexus, the Lexus channel for you. And today I'm joining you and bringing you the new Lexus LM 350h. This is the most expensive Lexus that I have driven on this channel, and probably the most expensive Lexus that they make currently. It's out with the LFA about 12 years ago. This car is over £113,000, so it's more expensive than LC500 convertible. This is the LM, and it's basically a private jet on wheels. So stay tuned for this video. I'm going to give you a tour of the full car and comment below what your favourite features are throughout it, because there's a lot to unpack in this vehicle. This Lexus is finished in graphite black paint, and it does have some exterior features such as these 19-inch alloy wheels, power tailgate, LED adaptive headlights, and we have of course things like your heated mirrors that are also auto folding and auto dimming. Now let's crack on with this video. Now for the boot of the car to open the LM, you attach this little button here. And because the tailgate's so large, this is on the side of the vehicle, and that's going to open up and reveal the boot space. Now let's take a look at the back. So this is the rear boot space of the Lexus LM. Now you're going to see about 752 litres in here. That's 752 litres. It is very large, I can easily fit back here, and yeah, overall decent sized space. What you'd expect for like a private jet style thing. You're going to put your Louis Vuitton Horizon 55 luggage in here. This is the vehicle for that. Now the bottom portion of this boot is lined with a black kind of rubberized plastic, which means it's not going to like catch on the beautiful kind of vinyl leather material you're going to see up here beside the lights. It is softly padded and it moves into the suede up the top. It's a very premium boot space back here, and we do have a British UK pin power outlet down here, so you've got a 3-pin power outlet if you wanted to charge something. There is a little bit of storage under here, but not really anything that I would recommend you doing, more for like tyre repair, etc. Probably your chauffeur is going to be under there. But yeah, for a boot space, it's not too bad. And if you wanted to transport your child, we do have tie-down child seat anchors here. Now just have a look how soft and squidgy this boot is. Like this is all softly padded, and I guess you'd expect that for a car of this price point. It's nice, soft, squidgy, and just yeah, I'm enjoying the materials in the back of this car for sure today. Now it is electrically operated. Now because of the size of the tailgate, there is a button up here you can push, but you've also got the option on either side of the car to lower it as well at a touch of a button. So it's really up to you how you want to close it. But yeah, at a touch of a button, it should close. Stand far enough back because it is a very large tailgate. So at the back of the Lexus LM, we do have the Lexus badge spelled out saying Lexus, spaced out, going as the Lexus L logo, and we do have this large bar light across the rear along with chrome finishing. Now this is based on the Toyota Alphard. It's a very popular car in Asia, and some of the attributes of that vehicle and design, these kind of vans are very popular in that neck of the woods. So this is kind of what we've got the design of. It's quite understated, I would say. There's not too much going on. Small wheels. It's not like a big Escalade brash and brawny in your face. This is a hybrid. This is going to be a little bit more subtle. You can see this driving around town, taking you to your runway, getting on your G5, whatever it may be. This is the kind of car, chauffeur van for you. But yeah, there's not too much to say back here. A little chrome strip down the bottom. You can see the parking sensors, and it's in Lexus LM spaced out there, and the camera is under here, as well as a tailgate release button if you want to open it. Now I thought I would have done that in one go, but that wasn't as slick as we thought it was going to be. So guys, this is the key for a normal Lexus, and then this is the key for the LM. Now you're going to see on the key unlock and lock, door buttons, and a boot button all at the back there. Put that side by side, you can see lock, unlock, and boot button. So slightly different, same key design, but they've just added more buttons for the LM because it does a lot more things. So for example, a touch of a button, you can push this here. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump inside the Lexus LM. So the door cards are all lined with this kind of nice soft plush vinyl material, copper material. There's your window switches and door switches, the electronic door release, or you can manual override by pulling that twice. And then just below that we do have a cup holder and a little bit of area, which I guess you could put things in like paper and things like that. This is lined with that kind of scratchy rubberized plastic. I guess for dirty feet in that, it's going to be easy to wipe. And here are your seat controls and your lumbar support. Nice and easy to remember and see where they're at. And as you can see, you are sitting up fairly high in the cabin. So we're inside the Lexus LM, and by God is it tall, and you feel like the dash is just going on forever. Now this is my first time driving a van like this with like a really tall, long like dashboard. Like, it's impressive. Like, it must be about what, 2 feet of dash in front of me. That's the first impression I get when you first get into the Lexus LM. You're sitting quite tall, your visibility is quite great. You've got nice thin A-pillars here. You've got a wee window in front of the driver there, so I guess you can see out. I don't know if you're maybe worried about driving around London and not knocking over somebody on an e-bike, for example. But yeah, overall, it's a nice place to be. Premium feeling materials, and then you've got this kind of like copper colour running across the dash, right round the doors, kind of right round, which is a nice little delicate touch. And this wood trim here, it's above and below this centre console bit here. So overall, it's a really nice kind of plush environment. Now it's very familiar Lexus in here. So what I mean by that is we've got the drive selector, which we've seen in things like the Lexus LC, NX, etc. Foot in the brake, all the way forward for reverse, brings up your 360 cameras in this central screen, all the way down for drive, like so, and you can see the front camera. Other buttons in the centre here, for example, your EV mode, hold mode, electric parking brake, and your traction control button are all buttons you can touch. Do you know, people are liking buttons. I'm quite fond of some buttons for fond of stuff, not everything being buried in the screen. We do have heated cooled seats, and you can touch a button, leave it in auto, like so. Heated steering wheel, there's 2 stagings of heating, but yeah, you can leave that in auto. I'm just going to turn that off so you can hear me during this video. But yeah, that's quite a cool feature, just let the car work it out. Same thing for your fan speed, etc. They are in the screen, but they're always there in their own bit, so you can just touch it and you're not having to go through menus. Same thing for the temperature control. You know, that's built into the radial dial there, so you're able to kind of turn it up and down just at a touch of a button there, and you can see a blue and a red colour. Just below that we do have your hazards, and then we do have your air vents for the centre there. Now, unlike the Lexus LC where the passenger got 3, it's all about rear comfort in this car. So up front, the passenger here gets 1 vent, and then there's 2 in the middle, and then 1 over here for the driver. There is a little bit in here for USB-C charging, and I guess, I don't know, it's rubberized, put coins or something in there. And then there's this button here for the divider, 2 cup holders, and then a very large centre dual hinged centre console here, lined with the fuzzy stuff, HDMI cable, 12 volt power outlet, and USB-C as well. And it's fairly deep, what you'd expect from a car of this size. Now, it wouldn't be a Cars of Glasgow video, but a glove box reveal, and voila, it's very tiny. It's lined with the fuzzy stuff. The outside of it's kind of got a vinyl material on it. It's not as plush as what we've seen in the LC. Seats up front, they do have the Lexus emblem on the headrest there. Again, that copper stitching and kind of wee bits of copper around the side of the trim. And over on the right hand side here is where your memory seats are, and then these are where you're going to open and close the doors. So like so, we can open the door. Now let's get into the back of this car because things are going to be exciting. Firstly, we're going to see, let's well show you the soft closed door. That's the soft close. We've got the umbrella, a little Lexus emblem here, a grab handle to get into the vehicle, quite a low floor with a wee step. So let's go ahead and jump inside. And we're going to be treated with all this space, big plush comfortable seats. I've got this car set up so you can kind of see how it's reclined. We've got a lot going on back here. We've got a big infotainment screen up here. We've got these little devices here that allow you to control things such as your radio, you know, the lighting, whatever it may be. Everything in here is so luxurious plush. We've got shades, we've got the wood. You know, it's just a really comfortable environment. And then we've even got things such as little tray tables, so you can do like laptop business stuff or maybe eat your food while you're traveling. It's a really comfortable place. And honestly, you just do this, pull this seat out here. It'll take a wee second because the electric motors are doing its thing. Can pull that out, get myself comfortably back, and honestly just like rest after a hard day at work. You're just like, it's just so comfortable. It's so plush, and honestly I don't want to travel any other way other than this car. It's lovely. We've got a divider screen in front of me here. All these shades can be operated by buttons up on the roof with the roof shade, and then you've got the side shades here. So I touch of a button, I can raise that like so. And we can pull this up, get ourselves to where we were, and the seats, oh, they're so pillowy soft, it's incredible. Pull the shades down. Now the copper theme is continuing throughout what we've seen up front, it's continued in the back, so we've got that around the air vents, you know, little brushes up here, but I do like this kind of wood. It kind of looks like a walnut or something. It's really plush. And then it does have the Lexus logo up on the headrests. There's a lot to take in back here because this LM is all designed for the rear passenger, so it's a very comfortable place to be, and you're going to love it being back here. Ideal chauffeur vehicle. There's storage out the wazoo. We've got storage up here, there's storage underneath each of those compartments, and you can charge your phone up a little bits at the side here. There's vanity mirror as well up above. You can do like things like your lipstick, whatever you may need to adjust. Yeah, and overall, even a little bit of storage up there. This is a second take, by the way, after the first one, but still so much to see. In the centre console here, we do have USB-C, HDMI, and a 3-pin power outlet as well. And of course, you can pull the buttons here to adjust the blinds and put the windows down and the blinds up like that, like so. And then there we go, pulling the blind down. You might not see that in camera, I can see that on the inside because the windows are so tinted. But that is the back of the LM. May as well have a look at under the bonnet while we're here. So one thing that did surprise me is we do have a manual strut here instead of gas for a car that's over £110,000, but do we let it off? You decide. And we're off! Electric mode, engine kicks in, and sitting up high, good visibility out front. The steering's fairly light, it's quite light on the to adjust, and it's also not going to be a dynamic vehicle being a front wheel drive biased van, but this is a all-wheel drive one which adds a couple of motors and things. But yeah, it's a nice place to be. I don't know if although it's based on the RX and the NX, I'm not sure it's the same kind of dynamic capabilities as them. Obviously it is a very tall vehicle, but yeah, it's gliding over this road supremely smooth, and doing it at low speeds, 20 miles per hour, relatively smooth tarmac. It's a nice place to be. Now, as the place to be is to be in the back of this, but driving up front is not a bad thing if you're going to be paid to drive this thing. We do have cooled seats up front, which I'm enjoying today, and there's a couple of things in there that you can see the energy flow or whatever it may be. But yeah, I'm just taking my time and enjoying the relaxing drive that the LM is offering. And I like how they've stuck to 19-inch wheels. They've not went crazy and put on like massive, 22-inch wheels just for the sake of style. They've thought about comfort and what they could offer passengers, and that's what this car is doing. Now the ECVT does get a little bit noisy, just putting the foot down there, and back in the day the Toyota Alphards, what these are based on, used to come with like V6 petrol engines. Now in modern day we've got 2.5 4-cylinder hybrids. But yeah, I could see this being a nice chauffeur car for sure. As Lexus, being in a couple of Lexus models, and if you've seen these videos enough, You know, it's got the Lexus familiarity with the infotainment screen, the new gauge cluster that you've seen in things like the RZ, etc. This black gloss plastic that Lexus seems to be doing at the moment around the air vents and that. Obviously, it's got things like open and close and all these buttons here that for the doors that you do not see in other Lexus models, but that is a nice thing to have, and it's familiar. You know, you get in it and you know it's a familiar place to be, like the other Lexus models. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video on the Lexus LM. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to Lexus below, check me out on Instagram, Facebook, etc. Leave the social media below. You know it's all cars at Glasgow. We've been here before, and if you have made it this far, thank you so much to Lexus UK for loaning me this Lexus LM. It's pretty cool to get in the channel, first drive, show you all, and go ahead, share with your friends, give it some love, and yeah, I'll see you next video. Ciao.